everyone. Welcome to Lilybug's Library. My name is Linda, and welcome back. We got through our Advent month and had a great time doing our tea. So now the holidays are starting to wind down, and we're starting to think about the new year. So 2024, and I'm excited for it because I'm looking forward to the back of 2023. I've had enough. So nothing against this year, but it's been a challenging one. So let's talk about our resolutions for 2024. I consider them more suggestions, goals, but call them what you like. So I took a look at what I would like to do for reading for 2024. And I think my first thing was my Goodreads challenge. So this year I totally crushed it, but I was also off a fair bit. So I have to think about, if I'm working 8 hours a day, you don't have as much time to read, obviously. So I read 143 books so far this year, and I probably will have a couple more finished before the end of the year. But that's a little ambitious. So we're going to cut it back. We're going to say 100 books for 2024. And even that might be ambitious. We'll see. But I think I can do 100. So that's our first goal. The next one, I think, for me would be to read off my shelves. So at least 1 month out of the year, I'm going to try to pick books that are on my shelves to read because, we all do these book hauls and we buy these books, and then another month comes and you do something different and the books are still there. So I'd really like to get to some of those because some of them look amazing. I just haven't got to them yet. Um, I'd also like to read more debut novels. So I love new authors, and I mean, new to me authors too, are great. But sometimes just reading someone's very first work, you really get an indication of how you think things are going to go for them in the future. I mean, not that everybody's first work is amazing, but, sometimes they are. So I'd really like to read a few more of those. I'd like to be able to finish a series in 2023. I don't know what series yet. I'm going to have to kind of look and see like what's doable. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to pick something that has like 30 books in it because that's just not going to happen. But, something that has maybe 4 or 5 in the series, I could probably finish that. I mean, I guess technically I did finish the Christmas Tree Mysteries this year, so I am caught up on that one. So, that counts, but I'd like to have another one that I can finish for this coming year. Um, the next one was to read more genres. So this year I was very heavily into the cozies, which are great, but I feel a little bit like I missed out on some other things that were going on. So this year it's going to be more, still some cozies, but it's also going to be a little more historical fiction, a little more of just regular mysteries, different things like that. I mean, I'm not going to go totally off the rails and have like horror. I can't read horror. It's just not going to happen. So a little more, still things that I would enjoy, but branch out a little bit. So that's part of my plan. And another one was to read more historical fiction that isn't World War II. I very much love the World War II historical fiction, but there's a lot of it. So if I can read a couple of things that, kind of branch out into other parts of history, that would be great. For instance, it's been on my list quite a while, A Girl Called Samson, and that was more, I think, Civil War. So more things like that. And then, and then one thing I'm gonna try, which I kind of thought, I wasn't sure if I even want to try it, but I will. It's to read a Regency romance. I confess they're not really my thing, but we'll try it. We'll try one, see, maybe they've gotten better over the years. So it's worth a shot. So those are some of my, oh, and to read more diverse authors. So authors from all different countries and cultures. And I think the last video I did about reading around the world, I think that will help with some of that as well. Because we get very caught up in reading kind of either the same authors over and over or um, the same type of authors, I guess. So that's it for my the reading part of my resolutions. But as far as the channel goes, I have a few goals for the channel as well. Some of them you'll kind of laugh at maybe, but you know they work for me. So I need to figure out how to vlog. I barely know what a vlog is, but anytime like I don't know. I just have to figure it out. So I'm gonna have to do some research, figure out how to do this, whether I need certain equipment to do it because I don't think my phone's gonna cut it, or even my laptop. So I have to kind of think about that. I know a lot of people do reading sprints. I don't know if I want to do reading sprints. I don't always even understand why people do reading sprints. But you know, if that's something you want to see, you know, put it in the comments. I'll do my best. um, and then to interview an author, I don't know who yet, but I would love to kind of put that out there and see if I could have an author who would like to come and you know do a little interview. So that's you know something. And let me see. Oh, and the other thing is, we're at about 50 subscribers. I would love to see. I mean, we've got a whole year ahead of us, and I know I didn't start this one at the beginning of last year. It was probably around April-ish. So I would love to be able to grow the channel more this year. So I would love it if we could get to 200 subscribers. Um, I don't know. That seems a lofty goal for 1 year, but we'll see. So, you know, tell your friends. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. But we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, like all of us, I have personal goals too. So I'd love to find a way to, you know, reduce some pain. That would be, you know, top of my list. You know, all the usual ones that people have: eat healthier, exercise more, you know, all of those things. One thing that I've really noticed this year, and I've already started to try to get rid of, but I really need to kind of double down on that, and that's getting rid of digital clutter. It's getting so digital clutter is almost as bad as clutter in your house. You know, my email is just chock full of junk. Uh, dare I say it, junk. Um, and then, you know, the stuff you save, like I pay for Evernote, which is like in the cloud, and uh, it seems like it keeps building up the stuff that I save on there. Will I ever go back to these things? Most of them, probably not. So I just feel like I want to clean out everything. So problem is it takes time, right? I mean, it's like cleaning your house. It's, you know, you can't just do it, you know, quick as that. You have to have the time to go through it all. And it's a bit of a rabbit hole too. It's like when you pull things out of your closet and you're picking it up going, "Oh, I forgot I own this." Well, it's the same sort of thing with digital clutter, right? You pull up some article and it's like, "Oh, yeah, I saved this." And the next thing you know, you're reading the article. So so that doesn't help. But we'll see how we do with that. I'd also like to learn a new skill, or dust off an old skill even. There's so many things out there to learn, and I really like languages, and I've been working on Spanish for a couple of years, probably even more than that. Yeah, I'd say even more than that. But just through Duolingo and things, and you know, it's I don't get an opportunity to really talk to a lot of people who speak Spanish. Living in Canada, that's you know, get a lot of people that speak Spanish. French, yes. Spanish, not so much. Um, and then you feel awkward anyway, you know, because you're not sure you really know what you're doing. But so picking up another language would be fun. I have a piano that's tucked away, a keyboard, and if I could find space for it, I wouldn't mind digging it back out and starting piano lessons again. Just something new, something different. I have many crafts and things that I do. I wouldn't mind either picking up one that I haven't done in a long time or working harder on some of the ones that I do have. Again, it's a time crunch. I wonderful husband and I often joke like, how is it that Elon Musk or someone like him has the same 24 hours in a day that we do, and yet they can accomplish so much. So I don't know. I guess I have to give up. Well, I'd probably have to give up reading and watching TV. And YouTube. YouTube takes a lot of time. Not necessarily to do the videos, but I watch videos too. So I don't know. They make it work anyway. And the last one would be to work on my own book. So I started a cozy mystery ages ago. Haven't done anything with it for a long time. Um, I think I'm not sure why, but I need to sit back down, go through it all again, and at least, maybe I'll never finish it, but at least start to write something every day, and kind of get back into that. So anyway, lots to work on. Kind of excited for the new year and the possibilities. I always like January and September because I feel like it's full of possibilities. September, I think, from being a kid, and you go back to school with clean notebooks and a clean start, and so I still think of it that way. And the same with January. It's a whole new year, a whole new start to everything. Won't be a whole new me. I'll still be the same me, but we'll see what we can do. So that's my thoughts for the new year. I'd love to hear yours. If you have any plans or resolutions, I hate to call them resolutions really, because that always makes it sound so final. And resolutions are known for being broken. I think these are more just plans for the new year. So if you have any plans that you'd love to share, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. And I'm sure I'll be back again before the new year or just after. But if I don't talk to you or you don't see me before the new year, then Happy New Year to everyone. And I'm excited for the new year to start. All right, talk to you soon, friends. Bye-bye.